Good morning, everyone. Sandra Waldrop here. You're watching Kingdom Acres Homemaking and Homestead, and hopefully you're joining us on Craft Around the Clock because this is my segment over there. So if you're not in that group, make sure that you're in it because the ladies over there are doing a fantastic job already, showing us all kinds of cool stuff and just fun things, and it's always a good time hanging out with our friends. So anyways, today we're doing a little Memorial Day crafting, and happy Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. And shout out to well, I guess Memorial Day, so Memorial Day and Labor Day, people like to kind of get confused. Memorial Day is for the veterans who have passed, right? So shout out to friends and families of veterans who have passed on. My grandfather was a veteran, and he's been gone for several years now, and it really impacts the lives of these men and women who serve. People don't realize it, but it does. Good morning, Miss Tracy. On my grandfather's deathbed, he was asking if he was a prisoner of war because he had been, in war. And so, that's something that stays with these people. And it's just, we can't be more grateful. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Anyways, we're going to do some crafting. If you see, my shirt is a Soul Sister shirt, a vintage Soul Sister shirt from Craft Around the Clock. Tracy puts out shirts every so often to get, and this one was from the trip last year that I can't remember exactly where they went, but it was like up yonder where the pilgrims were. Listen, okay, let me just tell you, I went to bed at 12:30 last night and I woke up at 4:30, so we're in for a wild ride this morning, okay? That's it. Words are not gonna word, brain is not gonna brain. But we're gonna do the best we can. Anyway, so we're gonna make a little Liberty Bell shelf sitter. You can see the Liberty Bell on there. Isn't that cool? So anyways, but I wanted to show y'all. Good morning, Miss Pat, how are you? I wanted to show y'all this plate that I thrifted recently. It's like one of those, I don't know, the collector plates or whatever that people hang on their wall. This is part of my Yeehaw Meemaw and stuff, because I want to have a plate wall in my house. For the longest time people had cross walls, and I think that was really pretty too. But I really want to have my Meemaw wall with my plates and my baskets and my trinkets and my doodads, right? I've got a ton of stuff hanging in my house already, and I'm sure my husband's rolling his eyes right now. But look at that. Isn't that so pretty? It's got all of the Washington, D.C. like monuments and things and stuff, whatever you call them, the places to visit. It's not just places to visit. These are parts of history. I'm not conveying my message very well, but anyways, it's cool. And I want this. Think of this like on a plate stand with a bunch of like patriotic stuff, right? You can make a whole vignette. You can do a wall. You can do all kinds of stuff. Anyways, so today we are crafting some cool things. Okay, or a cool thing, a super cool thing. You're gonna start yourself out with a square from Dollar Tree. This came from Dollar Tree. It doesn't have to be from Dollar Tree. If you have your own wood outside and you want to cut it yourself, go with God. Hello, Miss Cindy, how are you? Godspeed, right? Okay. You're going to use the flat side. There's like a rough side and a flat side. Hopefully I brought everything I need to the table. I just started like grabbing stuff from my craft room this morning and like bringing it out. So, let's see. I know I'm gonna need this. let's just set us up right now. Good morning, Miss Lori. How are you, sweet friend? Got my drying tool. Hello, Joe Helen. Rainy there in Central Maine. Parades have been canceled. Oh no. Oh gosh. That is the worst. I always look forward to like festivities, town festivities. When we have our fair and stuff, we love to go to the parade for the fair. There's always different parades and things going on here for different events. And so we love to like be involved like that. Even better if we get to be in the parade. I love it. Hello, Michelle. So I'm drinking my coffee out of my Christmas cup. Bah humbug. Christmas year round, okay? I know that we're doing a Patriotic Americana craft today. Christmas year round, okay? I better get started. Okay, what do we want to do first? Let's do some antiquing. Let's get this colored up a bit because this is not going to work. This coloring is not going to work. Oh, goodness me. Can you bring me some paper towels, please? Dad's closer. He's giving me paper towels. Good morning, Miss Diane. How are you? Oh, sweet Michelle. How is everyone? So we've had some rain. Thank you, my love. We've had quite a bit of rain here recently. And in fact, one of the local graduations had to get like moved. They were supposed to do it on Friday and then Saturday, and I think they finally moved it to Sunday because it was just too much. And we've been having some gully washers, so I know I saw on the news somewhere in Tennessee, parents were very unhappy because their school did not reschedule, and they just like had all of those graduates out there in their caps and gowns in the pouring down rain. All the parents, grandparents, you've got people are proud of their graduates, right? As they should be. And so we get family coming into town and all this stuff. And, sometimes you've got dear old sweet Aunt Marge who's got her walker and stuff, and it's hard to get around, and our elderly who just they're struggling. They're already on the struggle bus on a good day, and then you got them out there hiking in inclement weather. It's not the best. Hello, Miss Lena. How are you? Cheers, you two. Coffee. Yes, y'all. I'm so sad. I am so sad. I'm gonna talk and craft, okay? Stay with me. I've got this little chunk of wood here. I'm just gonna keep on with my waxing. I have to give up coffee. I found out recently. It's gonna be a slow weaning process, okay? Because I've been a coffee drinker for 20 years. About 20 years, I'd say. I started really getting into coffee when I was about 20. Because I had my first child at 20. And these childrens, they are energy stealers. The thieves of energy. Hello, Miss Kim. Yes, the graduation. I don't know why they did that, Miss Joe Helen. I really don't. I can definitely see why those parents would be upset. Just a little bit upset about that. This is an old piece of wood, and it was a bigger piece, and I broke it down even more to the size that I kind of need it this morning. This is going to be the top to that Liberty Bell. See how it's kind of like a weird, I don't know, something they've got going on there. Anyways, this is going to be our top. But anyways, yeah, I have to give up coffee, and I'm really not happy about it. I found out that all my kidney infections are not actually kidney infections. It is a something or other that means I have to give up a lot of things. As usual, as per my body. Okay. I wonder if other people's Facebooks are sending them ads during this live. What in the world? With a budget of $50, you could reach up to 21,700 people. Wowzers. Well, I don't have that much money, so sorry, Facebook. All right, I'm just going to lick my finger and try to peel this. Come apart, come apart, come apart, apart. I see you trying to come apart right there. This napkin I got from Dollar Tree. I don't think it was last year. It might have been year before last, but they have these ones just about every year, I want to say. So there's a very good chance they will have them again this year. Okay, so don't fret if you want these exact, because you will more than likely be able to get it. Drink decaf. Okay, so it's not really, I mean, yes, it is the caffeine. That is an issue, but it's mostly the acid. So, like, I have to have, like, a low acid diet right now. So, we ordered some organic, low acid, mycotoxin, like, all this stuff, all the super healthy coffee. It's probably going to taste like doggy doo, okay? I don't feel like this can taste good without all the stuff in it, but we'll see. So Roma, find it at the health food store. Yeah. So I like to tell people, I don't drink coffee because I need it. I drink it so that I don't hurt people, okay? Coffee gives me patience. I know that patience is a fruit of the spirit, and it totally is, but I feel like coffee amplifies that fruit. Oh, you know what? I don't want this one. I want my coffee podge. My podgy podge. Oh, I do need to plug this in right now. I wasn't going to plug it in just yet, but I'm going to need it anyways, so why not? I lost my little extension cord for this area. The thing is that I use things for things, and you know what? It just hit me. It might actually be at the church, in the library. Did we take it for food challenge? It might be in the food challenge box. I don't know. Needless to say, it's missing. And so I'm working with the one outlet over here, and it's okay. We're going to make it through. We will survive this first world problem. But I know y'all are probably wondering, why did she just stain that wood just to cover it up? Well, the thing is that this is going to be very kind of see-through-ish, and we're going to kind of tear it up a bit and do, you know, do what we do, so this wood will probably be seen through, and so I didn't want that light color. I want it aged. I want it to look as if it came off of a pilgrim ship. Oh gosh, don't ask me what the pilgrim ships were. The Nina Maria and Santa something Maria. No, that's not right. That's not right at all. Okay, maybe we should do a giveaway. 5th person to tell me the name of the 3 ships from Christopher Columbus's voyage. No Googling. Don't you Google. Y'all will get some happy mail from me, okay? So we'll have to look and see. 5th person who can tell me. Possum is made with molasses. You know what? I do have molasses, and I haven't seen molasses as a good or a bad on any list, okay? For either of the things I was told that I probably have. It was an ER doctor unofficially diagnosing me, but he's like, girl, you got problems. He was like, and I know you have problems because I was married to a woman with your exact same problems. I was like, oh, well, that's nice. So, but I was very blessed because most ER doctors, they're there to keep you alive, right? And I was there like, I've got another kidney infection, hook me up with some antibiotics. And he was like, I'm giving you the antibiotics, but the reason this keeps happening is because of this. And so sometimes it might actually be an infection, and sometimes it might just be your body saying, I don't like what you're doing. And so, and I thought it was weird because I would always get these infections when I would have a big event. I would have a big event, and then like literally I would immediately have an infection. And or leading up to it, I would start getting an infection. And apparently stress is a big factor, and it's going to continue to be a factor because I can give up coffee. That's something I can control, but I refuse to give up my events. Nina, Pinta, look at you, look at you. Look at you. Okay, let's see. Fifth person to comment. Can you get on there and see who the fifth person is, my love? Send y'all some happy mail. I've got all kinds of bits and bobs around here that I could definitely bless somebody with. Ooh, this is gonna be cool. All like tore up, and ooh, that's already, and look, I don't know if y'all can see, it looks kind of crackled a bit. It's not, but it looks it because the napkin's wrinkled. The napkin is wrinkled. So that's good. That's something that I like right now. It's not something I always like, but in this case, I am down for it. I'm just kind of getting those little spots that are trying to lift where I didn't get it saturated enough with my coffee pouch. If you are needing the recipe for coffee pouch, this is Miss Tracy's recipe. I'm pretty sure I have it pinned on my page. The reason mine looks different than hers is because I used the glue that I had instead of the white school glue. I used the clear school glue because I used to buy that stuff by the gallons for my children to make slime. We don't do that no more, okay? When my kid woke up with it in her hair, I said, enough. It was like dry, and I thought for sure that we were going to have to like chop her hair off. Praise God, it came out with the back. But we had to soak it, and we had to work to get that baby like out, that mess out of her hair. It's ridiculous. Who? Lena? L-E-N-A?
L-Y-N-N.
Oh, Lynn. Lynn! Lynn what? Let me see.
S-T-O-C-K-T-O-N.
Stockton. Lynn Stockton. You are our winner. Please message me your address and I will send you some happy mail. I will send you a little something in the mail. I'm sure my husband will be happy for me to be getting rid of something out of my craft room. Hello, Angie. Yay, Lynn. Okay. And I've got this on high, and I'm going to try to just kind of burn some areas because we want this to look old and weathered, just like Old Glory. I can smell it burning. Y'all, my husband made me, just out of scrap wood yesterday, he made me a computer desk. Cause y'all know I'm a junker. I like to go and pick up other people's junk. And I'm like, I can use this as for a project, right? You got an old something, I can probably fill it full of dirt at the very least and put some pretty flowers in it. But, some people we know were giving away like some wood from a deck that they had like a pool set up and they got rid of the pool. And I better look at what I'm doing or I'm going to end up starting a fire. Anyways, they did that, but they also had like some fence boards that they had replaced and, you know, just a bunch of planks of board. Well, my husband used them yesterday and made me a gorgeous computer table. He like burnt the wood and glazed it and made it just gorgeous. Y'all, if y'all don't go around picking up other people's junk, that is just fine because I will. I will totally go around picking up the junk. Okay, it looks fantastic. I think I'm gonna go around and kind of take off a little bit more on those edges. Bring up a little, make it a little bit more torn and raggedy. I love it. I love it. I hope y'all are staying safe in this weather. I saw a picture of our local Lowe's where some of it like fell off. Like the front of the building, some of it just went splat. I don't know. We don't get like crazy tornadoes here, but we do get the occasional tornado. We do get high winds. I mean, we get our hurricanes. That's our thing is hurricanes. And we did not get a winter this year. So, kind of feeling like maybe I need to storm prep way in advance. Because we've had years where we've had hurricanes before hurricane season had officially begun. We're only a couple of weeks from hurricane season. Usually it comes more towards July, August, sometimes into September. Those are like the hottest is in like the most active months for that. So, but all right, let's just put a little bit more of this antiquing wax stuff, that Waverly. Aw, thanks, Teresa. All right, so that's how we're looking so far. All right. Now I've got this little pea pot. Okay, pea pot. It's not a teapot, it's a pea pot. Okay, it's just like for planting seeds, seedlings, things of that nature. It's for the gardening. I picked up a whole pack of them in the off season. Look for these things in off season because then you get them on clearance. A little tip from me to you. Clearance is where it's at. I love the clearance. Clearance, you know what? And my girls do too. And look, there is a seam. You can see the seam on this side. There's only one seam, but that's fine. We only need one because it's just going to get us started with the halfway point. And do halfway. I hope. All right. And we'll see which one works better. Could be that one. Could be that one. I think probably that one. That one's bigger. Yes. I like. Okay. So you kind of see what I'm going for right there. Isn't that cute? It's going to be darling. Okay. Just wait and see. You just wait and see. Okay. Let's get some brown. We really want to put a good layer of brown on this before we try to do any like metallic or anything on it because it's just gonna give us a good base. And I'm gonna just put that right on top there. And I'm gonna get myself another paintbrush. I was gonna use a foam brush, but I think I'm gonna use a regular paintbrush. That'll work better. My honey's working on something. Art, what's it called? Dishwasher. See, words. My words ain't wording, my brains ain't braining. He's working on our dishwasher. It has come to a point in its life where if the door is closed on it, it turns on automatically and it never turns off. It will run perpetually. It's a big word for this morning. And just keep on doing that and waste however much water it wants to waste, which we are not in the business of wasting water, even if we have our own water well. Like, we are still water conscious, or we try to be anyways. We do have our mishaps with the water trough, as do most horse owners, but we really do try to be somewhat environmentally conscious around here. So he's trying to get that something. I love it when he has days off. I love it. All right. Not just because he does stuff, also because I love to spend time with him. Oh. Has anybody seen the new Mandalorian movie? Okay, now it just looks like a terracotta pot, right? You're like, that don't look like the Liberty Bell at all. Well, hold on. Give me a minute. Give me a chance, okay? I'm trying here. If I could just find what I need. Okay, I'll probably be using these, so we'll get those out. Okay, so here's what I done did. I had this caddy that's meant for like silverware and paper plates and stuff. And I said, oh my goodness, I don't need that for what they intended it. I'll just use it for my stuff, because then I'll be organized. Well, guess what? I can't find anything in this darn thing to save my life. And it may very well not even be in here, because I like to move things around. And I'm like, oh, I'll remember. You know when you put stuff in a special place and you're like, I'll remember. It's in a special place. I forget where that special place is. Oh my goodness. Do you ever forget your special place? I forget where my special place is. All right. I might need assistance from Vanna White over here. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a Christmas thing. Comfort and joy from my sweet friend. All right. One more bucket to try. And then if not, we'll have to think of another way to make it happen. And that's fine too. You know what? I am in the business of problem solving. In the business of look at that. The last place you look. The last place you look. The whole time I was looking for my rub and buff, in case I didn't state that. Rub and buff is what's going to give us the metallic look. All right. I knew it was somewhere in the stuff, and that's why I just chucked all this stuff out here so that I could lay on the couch for a few minutes before my live. Because that's where I am in my day. After only sleeping a few hours last night, that's just what needed to happen before I went live. Always in the last place you look. All right, while that dries a bit, I've got like 15 minutes, and that's going to take a minute. I'm going to pull out, these are just like little Dollar Tree stamps. I got them forever ago. I don't even know. Before I even started doing live is when I got them. Okay. And I knew I was going to need my ink pad. And I just want to have it looking like script. Hopefully it shows up. Because this is a very like dry ink pad, so we'll see. Let freedom ring. Let the white dove sing. Not very much. Okay. Try it again. The dogs is barking, and I don't mean my feet. Okay, yeah, that looks better. Look at how good that looks with that script on there. I'm liking that. I like that a lot. Get a good amount of, yeah. All around. I know some people don't like it when you use the image of the American flag because of flag etiquette. It was my understanding that flag etiquette said that you were not allowed to cut up an actual flag or wear an actual flag like as a robe or whatever. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm going to have to do some research though, but I feel like it's okay to do an American flag napkin. So I just went around the edges with that because this little pot's going to go on the front and you're not going to see a portion of my square. So put that right there. I'm going to lay that down a little bit more so that it can get better contact there. Okay, let me cover up. If I don't cover this up now while I'm thinking about it, it's a goner by the next time I need it because I will forget. All right. Now I'll just turn this up a bit. Good morning. How are you, Miss Pat? How's everyone doing? I'm so excited y'all are here. Love having y'all on this morning. I love it. Memorial Day. And everyone's off. Everyone's off of work, right? Is everyone off of work? My daughter's at work right now. She works at 7 Brew. So people be drinking coffee this morning and, oh, right in front of me. I was like, I just got out that Rub and Buff. Where did it go? Right here in front of me. Just gonna get a little bit to come out. A little squirty squirt. Get some on the tip of my brush. A little bit likes to go a long way. I've literally had the same tube for, gosh, over a year. Well over a year. Let's see here. Okay, you see what that's doing? Now, aren't you happy we made it look like a terracotta pot? So once you add that Rub and Buff, it makes it look super cool. But we're not going to stop there. Ah, don't go there. We're not going to stop there. We're going to do other stuff. I hope if I have time. Oh my goodness. I always do this. I jibber jab. I'm a jibber jabberer. But would I be me if I did not jibber jab? Okay, I'd be trying to be you or people you know who don't jibber jab. Do you jibber jab? Are you a jibber jabberer? Just like that, Liberty Bell. Just kidding. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. But we're getting there. We're getting there. It's going to take a bit. It takes a bit. But you see what I'm getting at with this Rub and Buff. And if you have bronze, I feel like that might even be better. But I didn't have bronze. All I have is the antique gold. It was right there in front of my face, the label. Yes, it was. That's fine. That's fine. We have to put the crack still. Yes, I'm a child. When I say crack, it's funny. It's funny to me. Let's see. All right. And it's uneven spots are good because the Liberty Bell, she's very weathered. Okay. She's very weathered out there. So from the pictures I've seen, I don't go places. Truthfully, the thought of travel kind of scares me now. When I was younger and carefree, I was like, oh yes, I want to go here and there and everywhere. And now I'm like, well, what if World War III starts while I'm out in Timbuktu? Then what? How am I getting home? It's like when COVID started and people were like out stuck in ships in the ocean. I don't want to be stuck in a ship in the ocean. Being rationed for food? That would be terrible. I know you shouldn't live your life in fear and all that stuff, but it's scary. When, I guess with my generation, every 5 minutes there has been like some sort of national something or other happening. I was a teenager during 9/11 and all that. It seems like after 9/11, we've just had crisis after crisis. Excuse me. I have the sniffles. Probably from the rub and buff. Does that happen to anybody else with a rub and buff? It's a little strong. It's a little strongish. Okay. I'm looking for something dark. I want to just do like, I'm thinking like a Harry Potter line. It just needs to be, this isn't showing up. That's not showing up at all. Lily, would you give me the good Sharpie out of the junk drawer, please? And while she's doing that, I'm going to do some of this. I'm just gonna kind of do a little dabs on the side. And we're gonna add some coffee, some instant coffee right there. Yes, thank you, Tammy. It is hard. So if you feel like that too, you are not alone. Thank you, my love. You are so good to me. All right, let's see. Now, I don't know exactly what the crack looks like, but I do remember from history class that there is a crack. And so I have to put a crack. Just a little something. I know it looks fake right now, but we're gonna distress it and it's going to look realer. Yes, I did go to school. Realer is a word if I want it to be. All right. That doesn't look too bad. It don't look too bad. Okay. So let's do a little bit more of this Podgy Podge. Podgy Podge. And then we'll do the sprinkles. And that's just gonna help give it a little bit of a been there, done that look, you know? We all got cracks. We all got weathering, right? Well, most of us do. Some people have gotten that chemical peel. Have y'all heard of that chemical peel that like goes to your baby's bottom layer of skin? And you could be 100 years old and you're gonna look fresh as a newborn baby. I'm trying to not think about it because then I'll want it, and I don't think I should. I don't think I should. My body isn't cooperative enough for that kind of stuff. Not cooperative. Oh, you know what I should be doing? I should be heating up my tool here, my glue tool, but I only have the one plug, so try this for a second. Right, for just a second. You can probably distress that crack a little bit more, but I need to get it on here because if I don't, we're gonna run out of time. We've got 5 minutes left. Oh, hello, Gail. Did I tell you good morning yet, sweet friend? All right. Okay. That's plugged in. Sorry, y'all, having to look at me bend over. It's not that kind of show. All right. Wrap that up. Since I only have the one plug, stick that over there. And now, let's figure out if this is good enough, if we need to raise it. I have these little blocks from Dollar Tree. They're the wood craft cubes. Comes in a pack of 36. So you do 36 of these if you wanted to use a cube to raise this up a bit. But it might be too, no, I don't even think I need it. I don't think I need it. I got these thinking that I was gonna need it, but I could like put it up here. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. I mean, unless I distress it. Maybe if I chop into it a bit and make it look like the rest of the wood. I'll just give it a little chopperisky and see what happens then. Don't chop your finger off, okay? That is the best advice I can give you today. All right, solid Christian advice. Don't chop your finger off. I feel like I should make a song about that. Don't chop. Like, you know how Dora the Explorer makes a song about everything? It could be like that. It could be like Dora. Make a song about not chopping my finger off. You not chopping your finger off because we like to keep our phalanges. All right. Maybe if I put a little bit of this on there. I mean, we might still not like it. And I've only got 4 minutes left, and I'm gonna still try this because that's who I am, but I think if it looks a little weathered like the rest, maybe we'll like it more for the top of that. Because it does have a thing on top. Maybe not exactly this shape, size, or color, but we'll figure that out later. We just want to see if this looks okay. If it can give the illusion. We're all illusionists here. We take some hot glue, some stuff from around the house. Sometimes it's kitchen trash, sometimes it's purchased items, and then we make it into what we want it to be. We're illusionists. Look at that. Oh, that might work a bit. What do you think? I think so. I think that's going to be darling. I just needed to weather it up a bit. See, sometimes you need fresh as a baby's bottom face, and then other times you need old and weathered. You never know. I'm just saying, old and weathered is beautiful too. Look at her. Isn't she beautiful? Isn't she beautiful? Yes, ma'am. What's this for? Oh, thank you. My daughter just gave me a flower. Just stick it there in my hair. What? Oh, you wanted me to put it, I don't think it goes. It can go in my hair. Let's see. All right. We are so close to being out of here. I don't know who's next. I did not look at the schedule. And I do on the days that I'm not presenting. So, or insanely busy. But I'm just gonna give that a glue. You don't have to use hot glue for this. You could use Type Bond, quick and thick. You could use E6000. But I feel like if you're keeping this inside on a vignette or something, what we got going here is sufficient. Because the pea pot is so lightweight. It doesn't take much to stick it on there. And this wood is very lightweight also. Check it out. That's it. Can you believe how cute that turned out? Literally just like Dollar Tree. The stamps were Dollar Tree. Pea pot clearance. Dollar Tree little cubey thing that I cut up. And then a scrap piece of wood. Okay, I just like went to hitting it on the pillar outside and broke it into how I wanted it. And look at that. Cute, cute, cute. So, if you wanted to pair this with a little dill, make yourself a little vignette. Americana, 4th of July. Now is the time. Get your house with all the red, white, and blue and things because it's time for that. All right. Well, I'm out of here. Thank you all so much. I love you all. Thank you for being with me today. And be sure to go back into Craft Around the Clock. Check out the next presenter. Make sure you tell them I sent you. And I will see y'all real soon. Oh, I will see y'all Friday. I am in for Fun Friday this Friday. Woohoo! So I will see y'all then. Love y'all and thank you for making a homemade home with me today. Bye guys.